What's up, guys? Jason here with another retro review. Welcome to another edition of Retro Reviews, where I talk about movies and TV shows of the past. This week, I'm going to do something a little different. I've noticed with the last few reviews, I've done things that I've thoroughly enjoyed, that have been influences on me and have, really stuck with me in a positive way. This time I decided to choose to talk about a movie that really kind of was a little disappointing to me, all in all. And that movie is Dark Phoenix. Now, if you haven't seen Dark Phoenix, I definitely check it out. I kind of want you to see it for yourself, because I'm going to talk some spoilers a little bit. But if you've already seen it, or you don't really want to take the time to watch it, I totally understand that. But I just thought I'd throw that general spoiler warning out there for you. Anywho, when it was first announced, I was pretty excited about it. I thought, they really mishandled the Dark Phoenix saga when it came to X-Men: The Last Stand. Had such high hopes for that movie, because it came out at such a formative time. Now, also, I was a teenager, so I was a bit of an idiot. Didn't really know what good filmmaking was back in the day. So I liked it. But then when I approached it again as an adult, a few years later, I realized, oh yeah, there's movies that are better than this. So of course, when an opportunity to give the movie a second chance comes along, you want to be optimistic. You hope it's going to be great, right? But no, it was not. It was very disappointing. It felt very much like all the returning actors were just phoning it in. Like they didn't really... This was all a paycheck. I mean, even James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender just seemed at moments, at times in the movie, like they were just really... I mean, James McAvoy is a really good actor, and he's really, he really did a good job with Professor Xavier, but it just felt... Something about him in this movie just felt off. It just felt different. And same thing with Michael Fassbender. Like, he really made it his own. I mean, both of them could have just easily done imitations of Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen respectively, but they didn't. They put their own stamp on it, and they made it something, they made it something theirs, that was theirs, it was something new and different. But it just felt a little off. And the 10-year time jump really didn't help this time around. I mean, it made a bit more sense. It made total sense with, X-Men Days of Future Past. It was only 10 years, it wouldn't have aged that much. It was a bit more of a stretch in X-Men Apocalypse, it being the 80s. But, we're 20 years away from Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen. So, it kind of made sense. But this movie actually is more like even closer to X-Men, the original X-Men, and despite what you might say about time travel, I mean, time travel does not alter aging, does it? Wouldn't exactly do that. I mean, they'd still be Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen, And I get that in flashbacks in the original movies, they were still played by Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, but they were the definitive back then. But it just didn't make sense, that whole thing. And going back to the phoning in, and no one was more obvious than Jennifer Lawrence. Like, you could tell every scene that she was in, she was just counting down the minutes till her death scene. It was, and the story wasn't that, I don't know, it didn't really do the comics justice the way that it should have. And honestly, it made me prefer X-Men: The Last Stand. I actually think X-Men: The Last Stand is a better movie than Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix just felt like a soulless, shameless, cash grab that nobody wanted to be a part of. And it's really disappointing that that was the second to last X-Men movie ever made under the 20th Century Fox banner. I mean, X-Men was such a huge... The first X-Men was one of the big movies that kickstarted and rejuvenated interest in the superhero genre. I mean, after Batman and Robin had kind of put it to rest, in movies like it. And to see the X-Men franchise, a franchise that really should have gone out with a bang, go out with a whimper, I mean, was totally disappointing. I mean, Deadpool 2 should have been the last movie in the Fox X-Men franchise, personally. But, it is what it is. X-Men Dark Phoenix exists. And yes, I do own it on Blu-ray, but as a completionist, it's just kind of my thing. So, let me know what you thought of X-Men Dark Phoenix. Did you like it more than I did? Or do you agree with me in some places? Are there some places you disagree with me? Just let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click that notification bell to get updates on all my future videos. Follow me on Twitter at callmejsumner. That's J with a J-A-Y. Chat me up about movies and TV there. I'll be happy to talk to you. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I will see you on the next Retro Review. Bye.